Reese here with Adore Her Beauty, back with another video. I am back on the scene. I have been out for a few weeks as we have been doing some major and necessary home upgrades and remodeling, all the way from installation of floors, from painting, from electricity. Our house needed some TLC, and that is what I've been giving and devoting my time to, and just kind of getting some order reestablished in our home. I really wanted to document this journey, but I just didn't know how the audience would perceive to that type of content. Again, like I said before in a previous video, I do want to be, more open, more, transparent, not just showing the aesthetics version of me, the esthetician version of me, but showing who I am as an individual, as a mom, as a wife. So I definitely do want the Adore Her Beauty channel to evolve into more things, So we're just going to probably gradually get there. But we're into this video, and this is my client, Miss B. She has been with me for quite a while. So whenever Miss B comes, I don't intentionally throw formality out of the window, but I'm not as focused as I know I could be, because when she comes, it's automatically I'm immersed into a really, really stimulating conversation. So half the time I'm on autopilot. I believe the last video of hers I uploaded, I was talking about just me being on autopilot, and some of my lays are questionable, especially that lip lay, because Laura, it started out as a lip lay and it ended to a half cheek jawline lay connected to the lip. And that was because I just kind of did a really huge scoop of wax when I stuck my my wax applicator into the warmer, and I just applied it, and it was like, whoa, this is a lot of product. And so, of course, when you apply that much product, you just spread it out. So normally I definitely don't do lip strips that big. I do larger strips on my hirsutism clients, particularly if I know their skin and I'm accustomed to their skin, and we have trained the hair and made it much more malleable. So that hair is way under the layers of skin, right? So I'm going to pause this and insert a video that I saw today, actually, from the Human Anatomy channel. And they showed a cadaver, and they cut open the chin, and they talk about how deep the hair actually grows. So check this out.
You're looking at the chin of one of our cadavers, and as you can see, he had facial hair. And we made an incision on the chin so we could then reflect this back, and you can see just how deep the hairs penetrate into the integumentary system. All of those black dots there, those are hairs that are literally going to the depth of your adipose tissue. And this is true of the hair over your entire body, which means that when you're waxing hair, you're literally pulling it from the depth of your adipose tissue.
So isn't that amazing? And oftentimes people will, commentate that, you broke hairs, or this, that, or the third, or, didn't get a clean wax, or it shouldn't take all that, or it's too big, it's yada, yada, yada. I've seen so many comments over the years. But you have to understand, like that video illustrated, hair grows way deep into the layers. And I've been saying this since the very beginning. Hair grows deep into the layers of the skin, they say, into the adipose tissue. And it's also connected to blood vessels. So when you're pulling those hairs up, you're removing them from the blood supply. So they're not going to be easy to remove. And that is why it was always said never to wax a male's beard, because of how deeply rooted the hairs are. And we do know, or you may not know, here you go, now you know, that hirsutism is just basically a male's beard growing on a woman. It's because of the increase and influx of the male hormones. So it's just as you're not really supposed to wax a male's beard, you shouldn't be waxing this type of hair, because it's basically the same type of hair. But with special training and special skill set, you can learn to do it safely and effective. So waxing, it has its benefits. I know everyone says laser, 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 and I'm not knocking laser. I really do think laser is the go-to. Electrolysis is the go-to. But waxing is a good, it's a good third baseman. It's a good runner-up to electrolysis and electrolysis and laser, if you can afford those, modalities. So to see that video, I was like, wow. And that is why I'm so fascinated with the hair strips, because I'm like looking at it. It's just like almost like looking at the cadaver. You can see the hairs. You see how deeply rooted they are. You can determine so much from looking at the hairs, as far as if a client is hydrated, if their hairs are brittle, which means they're dehydrated. You can know if they shaved in between their wax sessions. Like a lot of my clients are like, how did you know? Well, your hair is telling. I can read the strip and just see certain characteristics from the strip and automatically know what you've been doing or not doing. And that just comes from experience and just consistently seeing so many different types of hair textures. But we got to the end of this video, and as you can see, her skin looks good. It's super clean. I checked, double checked, triple checked. I see she got a little piece of wax. Little piece of wax stick. There we go. We got it up, because I'm always like looking over my clients to make sure that when they get off the table, they look really good. I also did her lip. As you know, I got the corners and everything, so I'm adding those final products. But this was the results, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.